Welcome to this series. Together we're going to build a complete human resources platform, the kind of app a real small or medium company would actually run their people operations on. By the end, you will have an employee directory with photos and profiles, departments and job positions, a leave request and approval workflow, clock in and clock out attendance, timesheets, monthly pay slips you can print, a dashboard with live charts, and CSV reports for audits. That sounds like a lot, and it is, but we build it one small, understandable piece at a time. Every single line is explained as we type it. Nothing is copied from nowhere. And here's the important part. This whole app is one connected project, so by the last episode it feels like a real product, not a pile of disconnected demos. This series assumes you are comfortable with the very basics of a computer and a code editor, but it does not assume you already know Laravel or React. If you have done our intro series first, wonderful. You will fly through the early episodes. If not, do not worry, we explain everything. Let us quickly meet the 4 tools we use, because knowing what each one is responsible for makes everything else click into place. First, Laravel. Laravel is a PHP framework, a big collection of ready-made tools for building web apps. It runs on the server. It handles the web address routing, talking to the database, checking passwords, and validating forms. We write the rules for our specific HR app. Laravel does the heavy lifting underneath. Second, React. React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces, and it runs in the browser. React is what makes the screen feel alive. Opening a dialog, filtering a list, showing a little toast message, all without reloading the whole page. In React, you build your screen out of components, which are small reusable pieces of interface. Third, Inertia.js. This is the bridge between Laravel and React. Normally, connecting a PHP backend to a JavaScript frontend means building a separate API that sends JSON back and forth. 2 projects, double the work. Inertia removes all of that. Laravel hands data straight to a React component as props, like passing a plate across a table. We still write normal Laravel controllers. We just render a React page instead of an old-style HTML template. And fourth, Tailwind CSS. Tailwind is how we style everything. Instead of a separate style sheet, we write small utility class names right in our markup. Things like rounded XL for rounded corners or text muted foreground for soft gray text. We are on Tailwind version 4, the latest. On top of Tailwind, we use a component kit called Shack&/UI, which gives us nicely styled buttons, dialogues, and inputs out of the box. We run the project locally with Laravel Herd. Herd is a free desktop app for Windows and Mac, that manages PHP and a local web server for you. Any project inside your Herd sites folder automatically gets served at a .test web address. No need to run a serve command by hand. If you do not have it yet, grab it from herd.laravel.com. Now let us create the project, entirely inside Herd. No terminal needed, just like our previous series. Click Add Site, then New Laravel Project. Name it HR Management. For the starter kit, pick React. That gives us a fresh Laravel 13 project with React 19, TypeScript, Inertia 3, and Tailwind 4, with the login screens already wired up. For testing, choose Pest. And for the database, let Herd create SQLite. Click Create and give it a minute. While it works, a word about SQLite. SQLite keeps your entire database in a single file on disk. There is no separate database server to install or configure, which is perfect for learning and, honestly, perfectly fine for many real apps too. And Herd has done everything for us. The project is created, the JavaScript packages are installed and built, the database file exists and is already migrated, and the site is live. Open the browser at http://hrmanagement.test. You should see the starter kit's welcome page. That .test address is our app for the rest of the series. One workflow note before we move on. While developing, we keep a dev server running, so our React and Tailwind rebuild automatically every time we save. Open a terminal in the project folder and start it now. This terminal stays open for the whole series. A Laravel project has many folders, but only a handful matter day to day. Let me point out the ones we will live in. The app folder holds our backend brains. Inside it, models describes our database tables as PHP classes, and HTTP/controllers holds the classes that respond to web requests. We will spend a lot of time in both. The database folder has 3 important children. Migrations are step-by-step instructions for building database tables. Factories generate fake rows for testing, and seeders fill the database with starter data. We will use all 3. The routes folder has a file called web.php. This is the map that connects web addresses to controller methods. And finally, resources/js is where all our React lives. The pages folder holds 1 React file per screen, and components holds reusable pieces. That is the whole geography. App for the back end, database for the data, routes for the map, resources/js for the React. Everything we do fits into those 4 places. Before we touch code, let us design. The single biggest skill in building any real app is looking at the messy real world and turning it into a clean set of tables that point at each other. So let us do that for HR. At the center is the employee. An employee has a name, an email, a phone number, a hire date, a salary, and a status like active or on leave. That is our main table. But an employee does not float alone. Every employee belongs to a department, like engineering or sales. And within that department, they hold a position, a job title like software engineer or sales manager. So departments and positions are 2 more tables, and an employee points at one of each. An employee can also report to a manager, who is just another employee, a table that points back at itself. Then there is time off. We need leave types, like annual leave or sick leave. Each employee has a leave balance, how many days they are entitled to, and how many they have used, per type, per year. And when they want time off, they file a leave request, which starts as pending and gets approved or rejected. That is 3 more tables working together. Next, attendance, 1 row per employee per day, storing when they clocked in and out. And payslips, 1 row per employee per pay period, storing gross pay, deductions, and net pay. Finally, our login users get a role: admin, HR, manager, or employee, which decides what each person is allowed to see. Count them up, and we have around 9 tables. Do not feel you must memorize this. The point is that we design on paper first, in plain language, and every table earns its place by matching something real in an HR department. In the next episode, we start turning these boxes into actual database tables. So, to recap, we know what we are building: a full HR platform. We met the stack: Laravel on the server, React in the browser, Inertia as the bridge, Tailwind for style. We created the project with Herd and SQLite, toured the 4 folders that matter, and, most importantly, designed our data model in plain English before writing any code. Next episode, we bring those tables to life with migrations and Eloquent models. See you there.